Cinco de Mayo! Yeah!
Hi, yeah, do you know why you're celebrating?
It's Mexican Independence Day, man!
No, that's September 16th.
It's the Day of the Dead!
Nope, November 2nd.
What? Mexican St. Patrick's Day? I don't know.
Okay, look, before you fall down, have a seat, and let me explain why you're celebrating. Mexico had received loans from Spain, England, and France to fight the United States in the Mexican-American War, which lasted from 1846 to 1848. After the war, Mexico had lost half of its territory and it was broke, but it still needed to repay its loans to Spain, England, and France. In 1861, the president of Mexico, Benito Juarez, declared that Mexico would no longer pay the interest on the loans, which ticked off Spain, England, and France. The leader of France, Napoleon III, convinced Spain and England to join France in a military campaign to get their money back, and in January of 1862, their forces arrived in Mexico. And that's when everyone realized that Napoleon III was kind of a jerk. He didn't want the money. Napoleon III wanted Mexico. His goal was to re-establish France as a colonial power, and he wanted to install a puppet monarchy in Mexico that he could control from Paris. When Spain and England realized what Napoleon III was up to, they quickly settled their debt with Mexico and left France to fight on its own. Napoleon III didn't think that was a problem. The French army was one of the most powerful armies in the world. They should have no problem defeating Mexico. But one of the first battles took place in the spring of 1862 outside the city of Puebla. 8,000 well-armed French soldiers marched against 4,000 ill-equipped Mexicans. Against all odds, the Mexicans won. The date of the battle? May the 5th. Cinco de Mayo, 1862. The victory, however, was short-lived. The French regrouped and totally occupied Mexico 1 year later, but Mexican resistance remained strong, and the Battle of Puebla became a national rallying cry. Finally, after continued Mexican resistance and pressure from the United States, France withdrew in 1867. Benito Juarez was reinstated as president, and Mexico was a free country again. President Juarez declared that the Battle of Cinco de Mayo was to be a national holiday to celebrate Mexican heritage and the victory of the army over the French. There, now that you know, you can go back to celebrating.
Woo, yeah!